Hi, boys and girls. Welcome back to a new day with a continuation of our story from yesterday. Yesterday, we talked about how God led the Israelites out of Egypt, away from that horrible, awful king, and how he brought them to the Red Sea. And the Israelites didn't know how they were going to get across that water. They didn't have any boats, but God separated the water and they were able to walk through on dry land. Well, now the Israelites are on the other side of the Red Sea and they're hungry. I want you to think about when you are hungry, what do you say? I know my kids, Hannah and Elijah, they say, Mama, I'm hungry. I need a snack. I want to eat. When's supper? And then we just go into our refrigerator, or if we're on vacation, we go swing through McDonald's and we go get something to eat. Well, the Israelites, they weren't near a grocery store. In fact, there were no grocery stores when they were in Bible times. There were no McDonald's. They didn't have a refrigerator that they could open up and get a snack. And so they started to grumble. They started to complain and whine and tell Moses, we're hungry. We need something to eat. Because the food they had packed from Egypt, they'd eaten all of that. And they needed something else to eat or they were going to starve to death. So God talked to Moses. And this is the next part of our story. It says, meat to eat. Did you hear how it rhymes? Meat, eat. The Israelites traveled through the desert for 3 days. They started complaining to Moses because they had no water. Then the water they found was bitter. That means it didn't taste good. So the Lord showed Moses a tree to put in the water to make it taste good. Could you imagine if you put a tree into a pond, all of a sudden it's going to make the water taste sweet and clean and clear? That's amazing. That's how much power God has. God said, you must obey me. If you do, I will keep you well. I am the Lord who heals you. Soon the people began grumbling again to Moses. We don't have any meat to eat, they said. In Egypt, we had plenty of food to eat. Are we going to starve in the desert? Then the Lord sent quail and manna from heaven. The people had bread and meat to eat each day. Quail is a bird. And they are roasting it. If I zoom in here for you, they are roasting it over the fire to eat. It's a wild bird that they were able to catch in their camps when it came in to find food at night. And the manna were little bread flakes that God had rained down from heaven. And it tasted sweet like honey. And so the people could pick up these little flakes and they could grind them up and make them into bread. So God provided for the Israelites by giving them meat and bread and water every day. We're going to continue our story tomorrow about what else happens to the people when they are walking through the desert. But so far, God has brought them out of Egypt, away from the bad king. He's given them safe travel through the Red Sea, and now he's provided food and water for them. Let's see what happens tomorrow when we come back. Have a great day, you guys.